Hello everyone! Welcome back to Morrowind. Now before I begin, I'd like to draw attention to something. You may notice that I have a new pauldron. It is actually in fact on the outside of my robe. I believe this is due to a modeling glitch involving ebony, as I've yet to see any other pauldron actually do this. However, I have not extensively tested this with pauldrons, so if you guys know of another pauldron that actually has this unusual behavior of clipping outside the robe instead of staying under the robe, please do tell me. Now I'll show it off in a video. Now today, we want to get to Cartag Point from Narmak. The fastest way to do that is to go to Hla Oad and then take a boat. As there, we will get Goldbrand, and then I will go on an explanation of something about Goldbrand that is kind of hard to find out due to the nature of certain events in the quest. The main quest, specifically. I believe I've actually already mentioned that you need a certain amount of gold. There is also other things. For example, you need vampirism to actually start the quest that will get you. That will, not get you. Rather, it will upgrade Goldbrand. There's an upgrade version of Goldbrand, yes. However, it is a non-canon upgrade, I suppose would be the best way to put it. It's an Easter egg. And unfortunately, due to the main quest, you cannot, in fact, do the Easter egg. As I mentioned, it requires you to be a vampire. More specifically, the quest that gives you one of the items needed, Sheshev's Key, is indeed locked behind a vampire-exclusive quest. So it is completely and utterly unavailable to me. However, it is a very, very powerful upgrade. I'll be showing you guys the difference between the Glass Poison Sword, the upgraded Goldbrand, which I'm not going to spoil the name of, it actually is a pretty interesting thing, and Goldbrand itself. I will also be leaving Goldbrand and the required amount of gold at the shrine on the ground and taking the upgrade version with me as well. Honestly, it's kind of unfair. You have to be a vampire, but Corpus prevents you from being a vampire, frankly. If you guys think that's a bit of cheating, tell me. I'll go back and pick up Goldbrand from the shrine. I'll leave the gold there, though. Merely 11,171 gold is not that much at this point in the game. Yes, yes, Dreamer, whatever. I need to get to Cartag Point. Also, I kind of need it to be day. This isn't actually required for the quest mine, just so I can see shit. Also, somehow it was still falling! I paused time! Glory be my amazing powers! Yep, there's the shrine. Goodbye, that's probably one of the last things I'm ever going... No, I think that Cliff Racer might be the last thing I'm ever going to kill with my glass sword. So, let's go and see what Boethia tells us about this shiny sword. Oi! There we go. So, let's talk to Duma Gerlag. But it caused some problems anyway. Big Rock. Yeah, he looks like kind of an idiot in the mansion, didn't he? But he actually built a whole damn Daedric shrine, and a pretty good one. Lots of good rocks. I a legend in my own shrine. Is that supposed to be a legend in your own time? Also, he actually talks normally if you ask about Solstheim, but that's because that's keyed to literally everyone. Let's talk to Boethia.
You have done well. This shrine is a worthy one. My power will again be felt. Take this, mortal. Wield the Goldbrand with a strong hand, and let all know that my shrine has risen.
Alright, now I'm going to use the console. Something to know about the console is that they actually change commands in between Oblivion, and Morrowind. As right now, you can see it is player hyphen greater than add item. In Oblivion and Skyrim beyond that, it is player period add item. And now I have all of the 3 weapons I wish to compare. Elton Brand, Gold Brand, and the Glass Poison Sword. The Glass Poison Sword, right now is the way I'm using it, is 4 to 30 damage with 5 to 11 points of poison. Gold Brand will simply deal 10 to 50 damage of strike at base, meaning it's much higher minimum damage and quite a bit higher maximum damage. In addition, the enchantment's minimum damage is only 1 point worse than the maximum damage of the enchantment on the Poison Sword. Elton Brand is now dealing 10 to 60 instead of 10 to 50 damage with its best attack. In addition, it also fortifies my attack 30 points, which means I hit more often and harder, and restores my fatigue, making it extremely good for extended combat, as it reverses the usual thing where you get more tired and hit less often in a long, drawn-out brawl. This makes it very, very, very useful. However, the Glass Poison Sword does have the advantage of being 12 pounds instead of 40. Also, Elton Brand has a lot larger charge stored. Don't worry too much about that. So I'm dumping Gold Brand on the floor, and I'll be dumping the appropriate amount of gold on the floor as well. Now, it should say, "Go to hell, Carolina," when you actually acquire Elton Brand properly. Is it a reference to, I believe, to a specific basketball team, I believe? No one, however, can quite agree on what the gold amount is a reference to. It may be referenced to a birthday of someone in that basketball team, but the key is a reference to the coach, as Shashevsky is his last name, not SHASEV' key. It's 2 separate words, but it sounds like it, you know? And now, here's what it looks like. Gold Brand looks exactly the same, mind. Here, I'll even put Elton Brand on the ground to compare. See? No visual difference. However, it is much better. So now we have acquired one of, if not the, best long blades in the game. There's an arguably better one in Blood Moon, but that one is 70 pounds. Like, 40 pounds is pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. 40 pounds is pretty bad. But 70 pounds? That's just unsustainable. I'm sorry. Oh, hey, it's a dead thing I left. No, it's actually called Dead Guar, which means it was pre-generated. Yes, these mud crabs killed themselves a guar. Good job, mud crabs. You weren't complete garbage for once. Yeah, of course you also killed something else that was complete garbage, so go you! Anyway. That reminds me. You know, I don't actually have any plans for this episode. I expected Gold Brand to take a while that I could chat about, but there's nothing really to talk about, is there? I couldn't take the Sujama out to the Ghost Gate, but I want to save the main quest for the Ghost Gate. I could go talk to Caius. Actually, let's go talk to Caius and tell him that my corpus is cured and see what happens. Because I'm pretty sure I know what happens, but what? Never mind! I just saw that guy, clicked on it randomly, and I had forgotten that he was actually here. So he's to the south of the town, eh? Let's see if I can't get myself a better helmet. Looks like there's not going to be one, but two Daedric artifacts this episode. Sorry, man. Malacath wants your head. Heh heh. Now, he himself is not very dangerous. Don't get me wrong, full Dwemer is pretty nasty, but his allies actually are much more dangerous than he is, to the point that I'm actually going to save. In fact, I believe these guys only spawn once you actually have that quest going. So, just in case. Hello! I have come on the behest of Malacath to end this lie.
You will die.
As you can see, he went down like a bitch. And as you can see, this is a very good sword. You have a full set of very nice armor. You don't really have... Actually, your extravagant gear is actually pretty decent. I do need another pauldron instead of my Imperial Chain one. So, you can have my Imperial Chain right pauldron. Actually, that ties with Dwemer. Yeah, Dwemer pauldrons look better. And Dwemer pauldrons are another one of the ones that stick out. So now we need to get back... Dreu gear. Dreu gear is very valuable. I'm taking that too. And now I'm overweight. Okay then. Let's fix that. And there we go. Now we need to find the Shrine of Malacath. Quests. Alright. So now I need to get back to the Shrine of Malacath, which I believe was... not Voss, not Dagon Fell. You know, I actually don't remember where it is. I think I'll look it up and go there next episode. In the meantime, though, I have a significant amount of shiny things. And I do mean a significant amount. Elton Brand is absolutely amazing, as you saw with how easily it butchered those men. So, yes. But you know what? I think we'll join House Telvanni. Let's sail around the coast and find one of the Tells.
Go ahead.
Yeah, travel to Dagon Fell. That reminds me, something about Dagon Fell that I was told about. There is a savant here. Specifically, there's a savant in the End of the World Inn. You want to talk to him. You really want to talk to him. This is because, as a savant, he knows an absolutely ridiculous amount of things. Frinivild, are you them? Yes, this is him. He knows basically everything. Not exaggerating. Ashlander Customs. Yep. I'm just clicking through these on the grounds that I just want to see things. This man knows absolutely insane amounts. Ghost Gate. Will he actually mark it for me? Yep. Yeah, address is basically the dickbag house. Huh. I know what's in there, boyo. Okay, that's just weird. There are a lot of things you can talk about with this man. Seriously, if you want to know something, this guy knows it. Seriously, I'm not exaggerating. He will know it. For example, we have Ghostgate marked on our map. Looks like the closest settlement to that is Caldera, so I think that...
Speak up.
More like Mar. I could question him more, but that man, as a savant, knows basically everything. No, seriously, he knows basically everything you can imagine. I'll say it's time to go back to Balmora. Or, actually, where did I leave my mark? If I'm remembering correctly. Yes, I left it here. So let's go back to Balmora. I'll leave my junk in my room and take a nap there for a quick level up.
Where would you like to go?
Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah. And yeah, you can make those jumps. When you get really high acrobatics, your jumping skills get absolutely freaking insane. Actually, I might be able to sell some of it. I'm not sure if there's been enough time passed to actually restock your gold inventory. There has! Okay, buy my garbage, please. Sorry if that sounded weird. I had to swallow something. Turkish boots. Yeah, that's good enough. Offer.
What is this about?
Me selling you my junk. Next question.
I must say, I find you most interesting right now. Please go ahead.
Flirting from NPCs. I'm not interested. They're NPCs. They literally have nothing interesting about them. Goodbye.
Stay as long as you like. It would be a privilege to talk with you.
Okay, okay. Flatter me more. Praise me more. Praise me more. Got myself off in this chest. So I can sell it off screen. Also, I should probably set Elton Brand to F1. Gah. Sorry about that. That was a bit of a screw up. Anyway, rest until healed. I'm not sure if this is one of the dreams I've read out in the previous videos, but just in case, I'll read it out. In your dream, a tall figure with a golden mask greeted you, saying, "There are many rooms in the house of the Master. Be easy, for from the hands of your enemies I have delivered you. seemed you had died, and could see yourself laid upon a table lit by candles. But with your own hands you touched the figure. The figure drew breath, opened eyes, and rose from the table. Then the room was gone, the world filled with light. And you awoke. Creepy! Rest another hour. Give me a level up. Stop giving me creepy dreams. Give me a level up. Damn it, game. This happens when you haven't slept in a bed for a while. You dreamed that a tall figure with a gold mask spoke to you, but you understood not a word. He smiled and seemed pleasant. When he tried to touch you, it terrified you, and you tried to escape, but you couldn't move. You tried to cry out, but you couldn't make a sound. The figure kept smiling and talking, but you felt sure he was trying to cast some sort of spell on you. When you woke, you couldn't recall how the dream ended. Also, you should probably talk to Caius. Ah! Wow. In your dreams, a tall figure in a gold mask spoke to you. Lord Nervar and Doral, High Resdania, long forgotten, forged anew. 3 belied you, 3 betrayed you. 1 you betrayed was 3 times true. Lord Vorin Dagoth, Dagother, steadfast liegeman, faithful friend, bids you come and climb Red Mountain. Beneath Red Mountain, once again, break your bonds, shed cursed skin, and purge the Inwa from Morrowind. I don't think I'm going to be leading any genocidal purges soon. I'm sorry. You wake. You hear something and sense the presence of another nearby. I believe I just got a messenger. That's zombie with... That's it? Really? I thought that was a messenger and it turns out it's just a guy. Okay, I'm now level 20. Thank you. Agility, endurance, luck. You'll never be better than you are today. If you are lucky, by superhuman effort, you can avoid slipping backwards for a while. But sooner or later, you're going to lose a step, or drop a beat, or miss a detail. You'll be gone forever. Well, I don't care. I have a sword. Nah, 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 nah. I have a sword. Anyway. Let's go talk to Caius, tell him that Corpus was cured, and see what other assignments he has for us in the main quest. Memory serves, something very interesting happens at this point, but I may be misremembering the point at which the interesting thing happens involving Caius, because we haven't done the main quest for a while, so my memory is a bit hazy. It tends to get jogged when I actually do things, though. Because I'm a very visual person, games tend to be very visual. Oh! Huh. Oh dear. Yeah, they intended a full faction of the Blades, but... yeah, if there's no 6th house base nearby, that you do not have things spawning in the middle of the night to try and stab you, but you saw how dangerous that ash zombie was. I.e., not at all. Yep. No, they're not the Empire dies. 9 hells are going to break loose. Anyone who plays Oblivion knows why that is an absolutely hilarious line. 9 hells indeed. Worry about the 6th house and Dagother. Now you get his pants, shirt, and ring. These are some pretty good items. This is the last we'll see of Caius. If I walk out of this room, you walk back in. Oh, I thought he vanished. Ah, I need my final orders. I forgot about that. Yep, I need to pursue the Nerevarine prophecies. And if I can find the dissident priests, I can find a copy of the Nerevarine prophecies. Now I believe he'll go poof. Yep, magical poof. Still, free stuff! Take that. Let's pick this lock. Oh, I no longer have any apprentices lockpicks. Well then! Excuse me a moment, I need to sort through all this to find my journeyman's lockpicks. Also probing that on the grounds that it's pretty useful. Take all the gold. What's in here? Lock too complex for journeymans. Is it too complex if I use a master's lockpick? No! It just says lockpick failed instead of lock too complex. That's how you generally tell. But I don't think there's any exceptions to that. It may be very high level though, so you know you can still fail. Waste a pick. Open, you bastard! I have 4 Master's Lockpicks. I'm going to do this on the grounds that I want to know what's in here. Random, well, quasi-random items. His Moon Sugar, he was a Moon Sugar addict. But A Restoration of Health Potion and Imperial Short Sword. Also, we can now use, you know, his bed for sleeping. He does have a skooma pipe down there. And honestly, I'm not sure how much of the Moon Sugar thing was actually, you know... I'm a spy, I'm very good at faking things, and how much was I'm actually addicted to Moon Sugar, you know? It comes when you're dealing with spies. You get very confused about what the hell is actually going on. Lots of plot progress in this episode. Alright, not lots of plot progress, but certainly a fair bit of progress. You know, never did look in that house. You know, there's a locked trap door up there. Let's take a look in it, shall we? Just for shits and giggles. Let's save just in case. In case there's like a bad thing in here. Stop that. Sorry, something's a save system. Sometimes the caps lock in this thing gets a bit nutty. Ah! Illusion skill goes up. Not bad. Increases my chance of casting the illusion spells. The top floor was completely empty. No, I'm not going to pick it. Someone might try and stab me. The one up there I can trust not to get stabbed for. Where to now? Where to now? We could go to Vivek. Yes, I think we'll go to Vivek. Take the Mage's Guild there. The Mage's Guild is quite reliable, and I'm well geared.
Go ahead, speak, traveler.
And actually, I do want to clear out that Daedric Shrine. For the simple reason that it's stimming me once.
Go ahead.
If it fights me once, I am going to kill it.
Anytime now.
One.
Right, I'm listening.
At least, eventually.
You want something?
Now... I remember the name of the person I want to go there. It was a Drahanier. St. Olms. See, I remember a Drahanier was in the same place, so I had a little... So I was using her as memory. Also, this is the person you want to talk to for the thing I mentioned. Apologies for that ding. That was not supposed to happen. I hit the wrong button. Oh well, but yes, this person you can talk to if you're a vampire. You get the Shishev's Key quest. That's how you legitimately get Eltenbrand. Eltenbrand is, as you have seen, quite good at killing absolutely everything in your path. It'll hold you right up until Blood Moon.
Yes, what is it?
I'm listening.
And there's a very big difficulty spike in Blood Moon. Will you two let me through? If I jump over you, you will.
Yes, Outlander?
Okay, let's get to St. Olms, and then I'll pause outside the Daedric Shrine. Do I still have it on my map, or did my skipping over just deal with that? St. Olms is that away. Righty-ho. At least now I don't have to worry about trying to jump over these with a bunch of finickiness. I can just jump over them right off. As you can see, high acrobatics is very useful. I just jumped from the top of a canton to basically the bottom. By the way, these are called cantons. I actually didn't mention that. Probably should have. But yes, all these are called cantons. I'm not sure if it actually means anything or if it just, besides this style of building. Not quite sure how to describe this style of building, but this style of building. Now, is this St. Olms? This is St. Dellen. There is St. Olms. We want to get underground in St. Olms to find that Daedric Shrine. The big draw of it, the Daedric Longsword is no longer good for me because I have Elton Brand. Not the best sword in the game, but damn good competitor for the best sword in the game. There's a pair we'll be getting Tribunal that are both twins with each other, which is amusing, and are very, very good. They also have a bunch of connections with Myth, and I love that sort of shit, you know? As you can see, I did not come back to clear out that certain person who I had trouble with on my first go-around. Now, something tells me that they're not going to be nearly as much of a threat this time. Do I just have that much personality now that I can go to that certain salon without getting stabbed? Well, the guard outside won't kill me now. You're the one with the Daedric Longsword. You died first for a very... Ow! What was that? Ow! Ow! You, good sir, hit like a truck! Ow! Here's Daedric Longsword, man! Actually, isn't one of these a very good one for me? Fortified Long Blade Constant Effect. I do use my Long Blade a lot. Let's wear it. Now, before I actually get into this, I am going to heal up, because one of these is likely cursed by law of Daedric Shrines usually have cursed offerings. And I don't really feel in condition to fight a Dromora Lord with that little health. But once I fully heal up, I think I'll change my tune, you know? Absolutely nothing of use. Not useful, not useful. Gold! Always useful. Let's drink this light potion just for the hell of it. Spell absorption's good, restoring endurance is good. Now I can see things. Let's unlock this old chest. Well, untrap it there, actually. I was using the probe, not the lockpick, but whatever. Both were important to do, because while you can't open a trapped chest and you can't open a locked chest, it still hurts to get hit by a trap. Elton Brand is out, just in case one of these is cursed. Diamond. I see nothing. The diamond is not cursed. Emerald is cursed! As you can see, artifact quality weapons are very good. There's also some raw ebony, which I'm going to store in a box because you know why. Until I have a full suit of ebony or better gear, I'm going to stockpile raw ebony. Once that happens, I'm going to stop picking it up because it's not really worth the wait. And I don't believe it's an especially potent alchemical ingredient. I could be wrong, admittedly. I am human. Alright, Amulet of Health. Hey, I just killed all your friends. You know what? There's no one around to witness this. And that's for all the trouble you gave me the first time I went through you in my original playthrough. Sawed you, die, and stay dead forever. In fact, you know what?
Now you die!
Just for pissing me off, I'm killing you again. I don't feel right taking that, even that's good loot. So that is good loot, but it just wouldn't feel right to take it, you know? Anyway, time to fix up my gear, because it did take a bit of a beating. Again, as usual, you guys know where I'm going to be going to dump off my gear. In fact, I think I'll take a walk to the Temple District, because there's a bit more time left in the video than I had thought there was. Not so much time left as time I'm willing to record, because in theory I could make like a 4-hour video or something, but I don't think anyone would watch a 4-hour video all the way through. I know I would not watch a 4-hour video all the way through unless it was, like...
If you're here,
Actually, I don't think there are any popular movies out there more than, like, 2.5 at most, I think is the biggest I've ever heard of. Could be wrong, I'm not much of a movie aficionado. Aficionado? I think it's aficionado, actually. Anyway, let's go to Temple Place. Hello, Temple Place. Am I? I'm stuck. Was this the command? No. There's a command that just moves you in a random direction somewhat. Well, while acknowledging clipping. It's a specific command designed to deal with situations like, I'm stuck. It can cause some glitches, though, but I did want to show it off. I was not intending to get stuck mine, I just wanted to show it off because it does exist. Hey, someone just dropped on top of a canton. Aren't you interested, Ordinator? I'm moving my one foot back and forth very slightly. Now I'm stopped. Now I'm staring at things. I've slightly swiveled my hips. Man, guards are boring. Right, you sell potions and spells, don't you? Nothing that I really care about, though. The High Fane is the more important part of the temple. There's also that up there, which is kept alive. And yes, that is in fact a rock in the sky. That is not a glitch. I believe I've pointed this out before, but I figured I should do it again. Also, this is in fact an ebony spear, as I have learned. It is simply one that cannot be used, as it is, to be blunt, incredibly flippin' huge. And don't take the offerings if you value your head, by the way. Ordinators are vicious little shits. Admittedly, I'm probably more of a vicious little shit at this point. Now I have to go to the Hall of Wisdom, because that's where they are, silly me. Maramao's quarters were in the Hall of Wisdom. Derpy me. Oh well. Wait, did they just greet me politely?
Under sun and sky, Outlander, we greet you warmly.
Oh, right. Nice hat. I keep forgetting that this hat is so good it makes even the Ordinators like me. And the Ordinators don't like any Outlander. Also, something I learned fairly recently, Inwa means Outlander. It's basically the equivalent of saying... However, it's also a very rude word for Outlander. A very rude word. However, I don't care since this is fiction. You can insult me all you like, as long as you're not trying to murder me, I don't care. Seriously, I've got enough things trying to murder my ass. The High Fang locked. Interesting. I could pick that lock and go in. Or I could do it with my actual bloody duty. Wow, one pick. Ah, note to Amaya. 2 Divine Intervention Scrolls. Mage's Guild in the Foreign Quarter. He's basically telling us that she's been put up there. You want to bring more than those 2, though. Do I have any Scrolls of Divine Intervention? I have 1. Well, looks like we're ready for a prison break, everyone! Next time, I've gone to Morrowind as usual, sold my junk. And, of course, returned here. Got some good things done this episode. Got most of Malacath's quest done. Got Boethiah's quest completely done. And I showed off the dice sword. Let's see. And of course, we got some more progress on the main quest. Actually, I should show off the items from that, and I forgot about that. Silly me! Caius' black pants give you 20% chameleon when used. The black shirt fortifies Seek 20 point, and his ring is very, very useful if you're having trouble picking something, because both luck and security affect your chances of picking things. Security also means you can pick higher level things, which makes Caius' ring, despite the value of 2 coins, very, very worth the wait. These are just pure stealth oriented. This is good for everyone. Seriously, if you guys can't see why, well, picking more locks is a good thing, I'm not even sure what to say to that, frankly. You know? Oh, hackle low. Anyway. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or ideas, please do leave them below or on Space Battles with Sufficient Velocity, linked in the description. Goodbye, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully, to stay a successful prison break. Who knows, maybe I'll get to kill subordinators and see if they're actually badasses. Goodbye.